I don't know, but sombrero, yeah.
Yes, I think so, yes.
Everybody was taking pictures with everyone from different delegations, to keep the memory. So this is the Canadian participants. We took pictures with.
Oh, it's so nice. You have so many nice memories, and it's nice that you're sharing it with our audience tonight. And go ahead before we went to that picture. Continue.
About the sport development, we didn't copy an idea from a place from the world and to establish a company which related to any company in the world which is in sport development. When we were to the Sport Accord Forum in Dubai, we discovered by accident that we are the only company in the world which is concentrating on the sport development, which is only pure sport development.
Okay.
And we were shocked, and everybody was asking them, what do you do in the sport development field? And we explained that you take a project, if it exists. Sometimes we create, and sometimes we take a project and we develop it.
Okay.
When you talk about the development, when you develop something, it's there, and you take it from a level to a higher level.
Okay.
And then when you reach to this higher level, you have also a strategy plan where you are going to reach in the future. In a very simple way, this is development. In Kuwait, we have a problem that development, a word that doesn't exist in our dictionary. We don't know what's development. We talk about development, but it doesn't really happen in our, especially in the sport field.
Okay.
I don't know what's the problem actually, but for us, we are trying to create in our field what we are trying to do in sport development by our activities and our program.
Okay. I think part of the sports problem here may be different factions or groups, a little jealousy going on, and makes some problems for all.
That's what I felt sometimes, I felt miserable and sorry, and I really faced a very hard time when I remember and I see the reality of the sport field in Kuwait. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really
pathetic.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Yeah, it's not nice, but. Lulwa, what are we taking a look at here?
Yeah, we have actually Balsam and I, and then my mother, of course, the same picture that we're carrying the flag. And
where is this?
This is in Bangkok, Universiade 2007. And
how was this one different than the other ones?
I stood here for 1 hour carrying the flag with the people
that was different,
with the people behind there, and then I found out that the smart ones didn't carry the flags because they can go and take pictures, and
this is in the
so you learned from that.
I learned that one. Yeah.
This is in the sport village.
Yeah, but this is an honor, and I'm really, I'm carrying this flag up till now from my head, and I know this is a moment that cannot be repeated easily for everyone.
I'm sure, yeah. Nice memories there.
Yeah, and this is with the
Was the weather okay?
It was better, yeah.
Okay.
It was better, yeah. Although we were in Bangkok, but the weather was better.
All right. Well, you're both into sports development programs, helping the women right here in the state of Kuwait. But a lot of people know you both, the audience in Kuwait, more about you're both renowned international fencers.
You know what? I just want to, I'm interrupting you, sorry, but because it's also, today we're very sorry about everything.
No,
the sorry mood, The sorry thing about
like your sister said, you're like family for Spotlight on Sports.
Exactly. This is how we feel. This is why we're expressing our opinion openly. And because in Kuwait, once you're an athlete, this is what you are. That's it. You're labeled, you're marked, you're framed, you are athlete for the rest of your days. And no matter what you do, you're the athlete. Why? Because we think of athletes are limited people, and this is what their capabilities are to run, the machines,
Which is a shame.
Which is a shame. But an athlete is a smart person, productive, healthy, and creative, and can be many other. If a person can be a champion, believe me, he can be anything, because if he's capable of stand up on a podium and honoring all his country, especially abroad, and putting effort every day. You go to the gym, trainings every day. You take the orders from this trainer that he never satisfied with anything you do. You go through a huge process to be a champion, and then you are all this. You can. Me personally, I couldn't only lock myself into this title, and I never would love to lock myself either on entrepreneur or an athlete or a student. I'm everything I can be.
Well, you're all of those.
I am all of that. Depends on the moment we're living in life, because we are diverse, and in this world, this moment of life, and especially in this world of such a fast rhythm we're living in, we cannot be limited. It's not an option. You cannot. You have to catch up. You have to be updated. You have to educate yourself. You have to be smart. You have to. It's not an option anymore.
It's obligatory.
It's obligatory, and otherwise you will fall behind. But much more than before. How they felt behind. Right. The gap will be extremely
bigger,
huge.
Yeah. And before we talk about fencing and the interesting show, I would like to talk about our next event, which will be held in Lebanon.
Okay.
We are preparing, as I think everybody knows,
the Arab School Games coming up, I believe, 24th of July till August 5th.
Yes, it will be in Beirut. The participants are 2,000 athletes, student athletes from 18 countries, 18 Arab countries. Nice. And this is our first time that we have an event cooperating with the school games. I think after Ashoka we've been a little bit expanded and open on the world and seeing what we are doing. Before we were inside our mask, and now we're out of the mask.
Okay.
So regarding to this competition, I would like to thank Sultan Center and Mr. Ayman Sultan for their support, because they are supporting our program in the school games. We are doing a very healthy, creative program for the students.
Through sports, using sport as a tool for development.
But
nice. Yeah, to take them, to show them what sport can do for them, for their lives, not to lock them into the field or the camp they're running in for the rest of their lives.
And this is the same program that we have did with Ashoka Award last year and this year. And as you know...
here is someone, this is
you,
this is
Vigo. This is in
Lulwa
Vigo.
being interviewed, correct?
Yeah. I just don't remember this moment. Who was
was this in Spanish too?
In Vigo, in the university.
It was Kuwait TV covering
that.
You know, Kuwait TV was the only TV in the forum which covered the
forum on a daily basis.
Very nice.
Yeah, and everybody was surprised and shocked, because even Spanish TV wasn't there
on a daily
Kuwait,
basis.
Yeah, and Kuwaiti TV, and we would like also to thank Mr. Faisal Al-Ayyar, Adil Ayyar, for his support and the ambassador of Kuwait.
Very nice man.
Yeah, he's amazing. And we would
he loves sports
and
also.
He's an athlete,
Yes.
And we would like also to thank Sheikh Faisal Al-Malik,
the Undersecretary at the Ministry of Information.
Yeah, actually he was supporting us,
also
and
very
it was from an order from him to be present in Kuwait.
There. Well, that's amazing. And
this is with Mr. Kilian also in the Vigo. This is the university. Can you believe it? It seems like a resort.
It does, and looks like the weather there is amazing.
Unbelievable. That was July, and it's very
not too hot yet. Huh? It was nice.
But the university is such a center of culture and civilization over there that students would love to spend all the day there, between the laboratories. This is a fencing.
Yeah, this is a classic picture there.
Yeah, the classic, exactly.
Yes,
it's like the Mona Lisa in fencing.
Yes. As we're going through coming towards the last 5 minutes or so.
People think that we are driving. We are the ships. Spaceship
pilots.
Yeah.
And in Lebanon, actually, we were back to the subject of our development program, the games and the school games.
Actually, my producer, I completely forgot. This picture is actually on our mug too. One of these pictures.
No way!
Yes,
really? This is amazing.
One of our pictures.
It's
there.
But not in yours.
In his,
yes, in this one there.
Thank you. That's why that's sweet, and you don't have to add sugar.
No, of course. And those are some of the nice pictures that you have for us. And back now, let's go to the Arab school games in Beirut.
Yes, the program is, you can call it, Tariq, one of the CSR programs.
Okay.
Which
corporate social responsibility.
Yeah, which we cooperate with the private sectors and the government sectors to develop a program which really helps in the human investments, and also and when you talk about kids, this is the pure human investment that we talk about. So when we did the Ashoka Sports Open Day in Egypt last year and this year, we had this huge experience for how can you create a very funny, healthy nice environment for them to be developed, and they have this confidence in practicing sport and being
and learning. You know, our motto and Touche, it's like from championship to leadership, and we teach them the same way. That's how they can be leaders, and how to also operate as a team, team workers, to be team workers, and at the same time be competitive in a healthy way with the sportive spirit.
Do you do seminars for women here in the state of Kuwait, teach them how to, let's say, become motivated, how to put together events?
Starting from next September, we have a training course cooperating with ICANN Foundation, and we are negotiating with them about creating a schedule.